We don't just fight insurance companies, we train for it. If you want results, get a lawyer that puts in the work. 107. Do you trust a lawyer that doesn't train? 102. Or a lawyer that quits when it gets tough. Pacific West Injury Law. We're built to win.
No, we'll give you.
How much water do you drink in the morning?
No, I drink almost 2 gallons a day.
First thing when you get up in the morning, do you drink water?
I drink
Before
water.
you do your cardio, or?
Yeah.
I said I'm doing cardio. He goes, "What's that?"
What's that? Is this Spanish
I thought
word?
you
or
wanted
what
to get
is it?
shredded again. Don't you have to do cardio?
I
He
don't
doesn't
need a
believe in
cardio.
cardio.
I don't believe in cardio. Yeah, cardio is gay. Cardio is gay.
So then
Be
how
a
do you
man.
get stretch?
Train your fat off.
Okay, so now,
He's losing weight,
okay,
though.
hold
You'd be
on.
showing
Yeah.
That means if Milos is your coach
Yeah.
and he asks you to do cardio, you know what he thinks of you.
You know I'm gonna.
By the way, Milos, you know your former client looks absolutely ridiculous.
He's ginormous.
Like in person.
Samson.
Oh my
Samson-
goodness.
Jesus
I can imagine.
In person,
Yeah.
insane.
He's massive.
Yeah.
And he looks
massive.
good, and he's
I
in
mean,
good shape.
Yeah.
That's coming from you, Jay. That you've been the monster yourself.
Yeah, but listen,
You've seen.
you saw him come out on stage?
I mean, you know, I think he
No,
was
he's
always
big.
enormous.
Big.
And now he went
Just
to
on another
extra
level.
step. Yeah, extra step. Yeah, well, listen, you know, he's
doing
former Mr. Olympia.
He's doing exactly what he needs to do.
Okay. Be as big and full and
He's like without crazy effort. You know, he's just doing the protocol of just training, eating, sleeping, not traveling extensively, and focusing on bringing the best package.
he has that
I
genetics.
said that,
he
you know,
can
I
grow.
kept talking about the Andrew Jack structure. And it's funny, after I saw Samson, we had a little chat backstage. And I had to like say, Andrew structure. And I said, well, we'll see when he has to stand next to Samson. Those two
Samson's
together
there too.
are going to be crazy.
Well, if you remember, while I was still coaching Samson, and you asked me about Andrew, I said on this podcast that Andrew actually has a better structure. He's wider.
Yeah.
You know, Samson is thicker, and Samson had those limbs. They're a little bit different, right? Andrew has a way better arms, but Samson has a way better legs. You know, so, and that was apparent, and that was deciding factor of Samson beating Andrew for quite some time, the thickness of the tree trunks, and when he turns around, Samson was just like thicker.
I still think it's that case.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I still think that
So-
I still can see, you know, me being a guy that like we're all going to have our preferences and we'll talk about it. Andrew filled in a lot of the gaps, but I can still see where like they asked about what do you think about Derek next to, and you know, we've talked freely on this about Derek, but this last year with Derek's side poses, how thick he was, and like he did really in a year of training for Derek comparable to like the times where last year he had to strip down all year. I think it's going to make a huge difference for him.
So well, let me ask you then a couple of things. You said yourself a couple of times Andrew Jack still needs to be thicker. He looks kind of stringy. That's the word you use, okay?
I hate even using that. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was well
I know,
over,
it's
it was
ridiculous.
well over 300. I don't know what his
it's
weight was,
ridiculous
but-
to say it, but I know exactly what you mean. When he was third behind Samson and Nick at Arnold Classic, they told Chris Aceto, as much as
More size.
we have to say it, he looks great and all that stuff. He's wide, he's thick, he needs more size. But when you look at Andrew, what does he need size? Let me just put it already in perspective. He has probably the best back double biceps upstairs. The thickness, width, conditioning, biceps, triceps, brachialis, the upper body thickness that he improved in the back is ridiculous. I
And
promise
he
you.
wasn't even in top condition.
Yeah, but there he has the thickest back, thickest shoulders, thickest bicep, triceps. Okay, so where does he need size? The only thing that he needs
From the
size
side
is
on his
side.
hand, his side leg.
Yeah, exactly. But he's 6, whatever, 2, 3. I don't know.
Probably 6'2".
6'2", and those limbs and the femur. You know, how do you stretch? The quadriceps is bone is bone.
Yeah, you don't. It's just who he stands next to, which is what a bodybuilding contest is.
Yes, and on basis of that, you could see that maybe Hadi can sometimes proportionally pound for pound per square inch look thicker with the bigger legs. But if you compare the legs, goddamn, Andrew has so much bigger legs, arms, back, everything.
Fit Club started right here at the Strip, off Hacienda and Decatur. The energy, the grit, the place that set the standard for Vegas fitness. Then came Northwest, near Summerlin, sharing the Fit Club gym culture and vibes across Las Vegas. And the crown jewel, Henderson, a cutting-edge space designed for bodybuilders, competitors, and anyone chasing their best self. Fit Club Las Vegas, now with 3 locations.
So before we get into the breakdown, Milos didn't go this year. Just talk about how ridiculous this Arnold was.
Yeah, biggest crowd, production not totally on point. I felt like, we're back. It's back full tilt. Ronnie and I, we had those photo ops. Those were the busiest we've ever been. Yeah, it was just the team up ones we had. I was like, we were going well for an hour straight of like boom, boom, boom.
They do about 500 pictures an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
if any of those people send a picture with Jay smiling, they have a free liquid pump from Jay.
no, you didn't check the last podcast though. On do we check on who?
No, I'll go
get it
through
right.
it.
Okay,
Yeah, but anyway, Jay doesn't smile.
No, I smile at all.
So if anybody says a picture,
So talk about the Young LA booth.
Yeah, the Young LA booth was just absolutely incredible. They had like an upstairs platform where they had some of the meet and greets going on, but they had cars up there. I don't know if you saw the pictures, but they shut them down on Saturday. Fire marshal came in and said no more.
Too busy.
Too busy. Too many people. Too many people try to get there. They handed out free shirts. The shirt line was all the way from one end of the expo to the other because they were at the further end.
So think of it like this, Milos. We've been to expos all over the world. Sometimes the shows will sell out, like the Friday night show or Saturday night show. This is the first time I've ever been to an expo ever where the expo sold out, meaning they put a post up saying, if you don't have a ticket, don't come tomorrow because your money's not good. We can't legally sell you a ticket. They just shut the box office down. I've never seen that anywhere. And what Brian said on Saturday night, that is the Arnold is now the 3rd largest expo trade show.
I think he said second now.
in the FIBA being first, right?
No. In America, meaning any industry. I'm assuming like CES and a couple other ones. The 3rd largest, which is think about it. You're going against electronic companies, car companies, gun companies, all kinds of stuff. For our industry to have the 3rd largest in America,
1,000 booths. How many?
over 300. But the booths were on a different.
Not even 1,000.
Well, you got to think too. The booths aren't $2-3 anymore. So
I know, but
$500,000.
it was huge.
Yes. It was packed from wall to wall.
Jesus Christ!
And the show was just ran
You seen
flawless.
John Jones?
Yeah, he came right over. As
There
he
you
came
go.
in, they escorted him in. He came over and gave me a hug. Said, "How you doing?" Asked him if he was healthy. He said, "Yeah, everything's good." And
Should have told him to come on the
chat for a second.
podcast.
Well, we were doing a photo, like a meet and greet while he came in, and he was over. I saw them shouting out him and whatever else. But all in all, they just got everything right over there. Their staff, the best. Arnold was there early this year, so he was like really available, and we spent a lot of time together. We did a seminar on Sunday together.
Anything funny he said?
He always says funny stuff.
Yeah.
He was talking about, during the seminar and talked about like the stuff with Franco and, how he used to get him drunk with wine so he could beat him in chess. And Arnold's a huge chess.
This
There's
guy?
a lot of chess, yeah. But he just talked about like how much he loves training, and he talked about films, and they talked about like a Twins part. Did they part 2 Twins or Predator 2, or they talked about a bunch of stuff. So
That'd be kind of funny if they did it years later. Now they're both old,
Yeah.
him and Danny.
I remember last time he said there are only 3 kind of people in this world. Remember that joke? Those that can count and those that can't.
Exactly.
All right, take 2. Hey guys, if you have not heard, I've launched my own TRT clinic. TRT Kingdom is now live. And if you would like to schedule a consult or get more information, make sure you guys Go over, check it out, and let us see how we can help with your health needs.
Click the link below.
Shit.
Say click the link below.
Okay. Click the link below.
But it was awesome. It's a great weekend. You missed it. But it's
Yeah.
okay. You were at the fights texting me while I was
Yeah.
showed you I was sitting backstage.
I was listening a report from manager Matt because, believe it or not, he is one of the most accurate. Every time he sees and unbiasedly commentates and gives prediction. So, can I say what you predicted? Yeah, because right away, first says Andrew hands down, but then through the prejudging, and by the end of the prejudging, he could see Hadi winning. And this is how, I saw it also. And you're going to probably watch it. So let's put a few things in perspective. In last, let's say, 7 years, who would you say is the biggest threat and the best bodybuilder in the world?
Hadi.
Okay? So let's put it that way. Hadi, is feared one because everybody knows if Hadi comes
In razor condition.
in razor condition, so let's talk about this one. Every time he was in razor condition, he lost pretty much except Arnold Classic. The Olympia 2022 is the first time when they came a little bit fuller. And I can only assume now when we're going to analyze this, why did Hadi lose to Derek at Olympia? What did they say?
Backside.
They say size. They say that Derek outsized him, So I can only imagine that, again, if you keep coming and keep losing and, okay, so what do they want? What do they want? I think that probably Hadi played a little bit of a size game, to get a little bit bigger because now he's going against a monster like Andrew and Nick. So I could assume this. I still think that Hadi should just go with the trademark, peeled to the bone, dry as a desert. And he was close. He was right there. I mean,
He was not in the beginning of prejudging.
Yeah.
But as prejudging went on, he got harder and harder. But he hardened from the front.
so
that's-
do you think he can be penalized for what he used to look,
Of course. That's not right.
regardless of
not
what
right.
he looks like today?
It should be what you look like compared, but
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people always assume he's going to be that nasty. When he's not, they go, "Oh, he's off."
Yeah.
But his off could still be better than some people's on.
Yeah, I think
That's just human nature, I think.
I think that from the front, he was out conditioning everybody.
Listen, Saturday night, it was the typical from the front.
Yeah,
he was
Saturday nights. Yeah,
100%. If he would have looked like that on Friday, we might have a different story. But even, I saw the scorecards, and this is what was confusing for me.
Yeah.
Hadi was still in third on Saturday.
Yeah,
And he looked the typical nasty, gnarly, shredded Hadi that we've become used to,
What do you
which
think?
confuses me.
What do you think, Jay?
I think the top three could have gone anyway. That's how close it was. There was certain, everyone had certain body parts that were better, condition that was better, but Nick overall had the best condition.
From front to back, yes.
Yeah, he was like,
Overall.
I couldn't,
Yes.
listen, I'm not a judge, so don't take this as criticism like the judging, but Nick he looked great both nights. So you talk about, 50-50. And that's probably why he ended up second place, it came down to a structure thing. I think he was in better condition than Andrew for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but how much better?
It was pretty noticeable.
Noticeable.
It was noticeable in the hamstring, and that's it. Let's be real. Noticeable conditioning difference was in the hamstring.
Hamstring and glutes.
Okay. So that boils down. So
But
let's
it was
not confuse
highly,
that.
highly, highly, highly noticeable.
Yeah.
In those areas, yes.
For
And
sure.
his back is very good.
Nick is actually, I think, the only one from the lower half to be
And you talk about the arms of Andrew Jackson, the back double, how he's got the crazy arms, but Nick's
does
arms
too.
are pretty damn impressive too.
I would say before that Nick has the best arms until I've seen Andrew Jackson. Andrew still beats him.
Andrew Jackson's triceps actually
Hanging.
go like this.
Hanging
Yeah.
like the 200 pounds, yeah.
I think I don't think Nick could get any better than what he was there. I don't think he can.
Okay,
As far as condition,
I tell you,
peaking.
I did post some pictures because I was very impressed that he managed to keep the abs super tight and the stomach flat for most of the
For
time.
the poses, yes.
Yeah, but like I said, if it's 78% of the time, you still have a 22% of the time when you lost it. And this is what judges see it, and that's what people are going to criticize, and that's why a lot of people would complain.
So I want to ask both of you guys this. One of the things that I've noticed is in Nick's transitions, he lets his stomach out. Both of you guys being guys that have been there, what can you do? Because I think you said one year you had an issue. What can you do to correct that?
Train
Is
your
there-
abs all year round.
Train, is there
Hold your
breathing
stomach in,
techniques?
suck your abs to your spine. That's just, you got to practice and you got to hold it. You just
Practice like
do not
throughout the
let-
day, like as you turn?
You just can't let your gut come out. And unfortunately, he has a long torso. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of places where the gut can extend, you know?
The second you turn to the side, you're exposing the midsection. Quarter turn, side chest, side triceps, you have to glue your stomach to the spine. You have to. You have to breathe that way. and
Unfortunately, they don't have the quarter turns any
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah,
That
unfortunately.
that makes you practice
Forces
that.
you.
yeah.
That's one thing I can honestly say. Whereas like we had that round where it was like, okay, quarter
quarter
turn,
turn to the
quarter
right.
turn, and like, right? Do they do it still?
No, they don't.
They start and they
No.
do one and then they do a pose and
Listen,
it's not the
we
same.
had a symmetry
not the
around
same.
with the feet together, hands by your side.
Yeah.
When you turn around, you have to be
So you
just-
had to practice it.
you have to practice it and glue your stomach to the spine. So, Hadi Chopin 2024, when he beat Samson, we talked about right before the contest, we kind of said maybe he looks a little bit boxy. And then he had that crazy V-taper with the vacuum, super small waist. And then to the side, he was like flat as a pancake every time. He managed the breathing throughout the whole prejudging. Hours, okay, not minutes. So that's one thing that I point out to Nick. Nick, I criticized him before as he's walking on the stage and he's pumping the crowd. He lets it go. This time,
No,
it
judges
was
see it.
perfect.
And it was a long walk from that back
Yeah.
curtain to the front.
I posted like 15 photos, and all 15 photos, and look at the abs, look at the abs, look at the abs. Then he had those moments when he stretches. I was,
up. Yeah.
I was still, if he analyzed, Nick, when you analyze your pictures, I know that you used to do the frontal biceps with the abs, and now you're stretching it. Probably people tell you better stretch it. I like it better with the crazy abs.
Because then it condenses it.
Not 80% abs. It has to be sit down, 100% super sharp. Those arms are crazy. You don't need the crazy V-taper anyway, and abs are going to make that pose. I think so.
Like this.
Yeah, all right. So this,
You want me to, you want me to
no,
go-
that's good. Front your legs pose. Okay.
Wayne needs to show them because it's not on the screen, you know.
Okay. Are you going to show the screen? Okay.
But guys, look at Martin's structure here.
Okay.
Legs, the
Okay. Let's.
Didn't I say this before that we did this? I said Martin's got those round, crazy legs.
Yeah, but
small
I'm not
waist.
impressed with anything there. You keep saying, and I mention, lack of weaknesses doesn't mean also possession of the strengths. Everybody has something freaky. Whoa! Look at this. Look at here, Hadi. Look at Nick. Look at. He doesn't have it. And now, is this a good thing? Yeah, it's a good thing. You don't have a weakness, but you don't have a wow pop moment. This muscle is crazy. What is it? Okay, so Nick, dance, overpowering, super wide,
It's a powerful stance.
powerful stance.
And
Waist is not horrible here, right? So if he managed to keep this throughout the whole prejudging, hey, he's in business.
Because his legs are better, Milos.
Legs are better, for sure. Legs are better. I don't like particularly shape exactly, but you have to give him separation and density and hardness and improve the size. His legs from the side and back are ridiculously huge and ripped and next level. That's why he plays second. Otherwise, if he didn't have those legs, I don't think he would place that high. Andrew is a beautiful monster. One, he's Mona Lisa, whatever shit. Why would you come up with a female name? He's a beautiful monster, aesthetic freak. He's the only one that has first, he's tall. He's wide. He's thick. He's complete. Wow chest. Wow shoulders. Wow back. Wow triceps. Wow abs. Holy shit. Like how many wows? Okay. Here, and I'm not knocking on Martin, especially it's a bad moment because everybody's on him. He has everything. And I mean, when Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler said that he can actually win Mr. Olympia, that tells you something. He's that good. He
has the tools.
Yeah, he has the tools. But what I'm saying, I hate this vacuum bullshit. That's Instagram, not passport photo. Before symmetry round means feet together, arms by your side. So let me assess your physique, not this shit. And especially for him, if you look throughout the whole prejudging, he was constantly covering the abs before he would hit the pose. Covering, which means he was so uncomfortable with probably bloat that he had that he knew that I better cover it because I don't want them to see it. Who was? Martin. Guarantee. I mean, I'm a pain in the ass. I pay attention to all of that stuff. I hate as soon as they put this, like, oh yeah, I'm now preparing to hit the biceps. Bullshit. You are covering your stomach. If you want to do this, you put it down so you can pop the shoulders and chest and abs, like almost most muscular, into the front of the biceps. If you start from here, you're covering. And we all know it, you know. And then I'm going to pay attention. And then you see when he turns it around to the side, you could see that, like Nick, he would lose it. So, Hadi is Hadi. The guy is, I asked him how much he weighs. What do you think?
225 to 230.
110 kilos. So that's 242.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah. Okay. So, because I was just curious. And he has everything. I mean, I always love Hadi, but can symmetry round front your legs be won by Andrew Jack? I think so. You know?
All right.
I like Hadi better when he squeezes the abs.
And this is prejudging, just so everyone knows.
Okay.
I have more footage from the final.
Okay, go ahead, Jay. I don't want to be the only one talking.
You're a perfect narrator.
Yeah, I love Hadi. I love Hadi's front double bicep.
Yeah.
But obviously Andrew's got not kind of a knockout shot, you know.
You know, one other thing too, you know, obviously Nick has some of the craziest arms in the business. Mm-hmm. It's not often that he stands next to someone who's
has a better
equal
arms.
or better.
Yeah.
I mean, at worst, equal.
Never, actually.
Yeah, never.
I think that's the only guy that could
That has
actually
arms
beat him,
like
yeah.
that, yes.
Yeah. Maybe Chris or, you know, kind of, but Andrew has the best arms in business. And what
all these three guys look good. I mean,
yeah.
top three look great here.
Yes.
It's a good pose for all of them.
Oh, yeah. I would give it to Hadi, front double, Andrew second. And
we always said Andrew won the front double.
Yeah, that's one of his best poses. But
do you think Hadi's in better condition from the front in this shot?
It appears.
It's just more with his stomach looking the way it is, like kind of like semi-vacuumed and like V-taper and...
Okay, here are the two things, and I want you to... We never discussed that.
His leg actually, you know, there was no complaints about his leg.
He improved the right leg, yeah. You know, there is one thing when we know the body, and body is certain body, and then when he hit the pose, now we're judging the pose, but we know the body. So we know that his body is ripped, but that front double biceps with stretch abs doesn't show that much condition. You know, so this is how it is. Many times I say, okay, Nick won the pose. I say, look, first we know the bodies. Does Nick's body beats Hadi's body? It doesn't. Okay, but does this pose can beat the Hadi's pose? Yeah, in this pose, sometimes even the guys that don't have a good chest,
a still shot,
they look great in side chest pose. And the guys that have a good chest, like Andrew, doesn't look so dominant in that pose. I mean, I've seen the people that they have no back, but they can open up in the front lat pose just because they can. And they don't have a muscle. So I think pound for pound, per square inch, hardness, width, V-taper, X-frame.
He's got peak biceps.
Yeah, Hadi could possibly win over Beautiful Monster, right? Because he still maybe doesn't have he has a bigger legs than Hadi, but proportionally, you know,
the illusion.
You're gonna do like geometry per square inch, and it's like, okay, maybe Hadi is a little bit more complete. But if Andrew wins this pose, nobody.
Are you
wins.
saying Andrew Jack needs bigger quads from the front?
Still?
I think so too.
Yeah.
I hate to say that.
Yeah.
But with him, he's got a lot of the separation sits on the outside of his legs. If you guys notice, there's a lot of space between the outside cuts and the inside, which it makes the legs look a little less
Conditioned.
Yes, and flaring
I
because
tell you
they're
this,
so long, right?
he looked like this last year pretty much, but legs were down. Legs were down at the Arnold Classic, and that's why he was not contender for first and second. This is now good legs, but against Samson, he's going to need to put some more quad inches. Yeah. He has a crazy separation and feathers. Okay, so here it is. The best lat spread of all time that I said. Okay. Here.
It's ridiculous.
I know sometimes I kind of exaggerate a little
You know
bit.
what I think, though? I think he's accentuating his pecs so much for the striations here that he loses a little bit of his lats.
Exactly. He didn't open up.
He didn't. He's not.
He
open
didn't
here.
open up.
Yeah.
He needs. His chest is going to be striated and full anyway. Shoulders are going to be striated and full anyway. Abs look like implants. It's like fucking crazy. Okay, legs are good, but lats could go out. And Chris Acida and I saw him pose, and when he opened up completely, that's a jumbo jet. It's like
He'd be much wider if he actually
He would
opened
be.
it up. Yeah.
and he does a similar thing from back rear lat spread. He didn't just open up. So Andrew, a couple of things. I'm going to talk about triceps. Front lat spread, back lat spread, lat spread the lats. That's all you have to do. This is spread every inch like Hadi does. Hadi goes all the way from Ohio to Iran, right? So
Even on this pose for me, my eyes always go back to Hadi.
Does he
And
win this? Him being the best. Sorry. Does Hadi win this, or does Andrew win this pose?
it could be, mix and match.
But who would you
like
pick
this.
though? Because he's hitting it.
I would
without-
still give it to Hadi on the basis. I love Andrew's physique. I'm all for it. But if I'm a judge and I put every box that I have to check, okay, he proportionally.
I don't think any judges saw him winning these poses.
Probably not.
Right.
See, when
Hadi?
I look at Hadi though, compared to the other guys, the presentation is flawless. And if these other guys, you can tell the guys that spend the time doing it and the guys that don't, but you can tell Hadi cannot pose. You can get every other one of these other guys up there. You can
better.
probably make tweaks.
Yeah.
You can't tweak
No,
Hadi's.
not
It's
Hadi.
perfect.
I'm going to say this even during a comparison. Let's just stop this for a moment. Hadi brings the energy of 10 people when he step on the stage, and you can feel it. It's not fake.
You can hear him yelling too.
Yeah, but listen, he brings extreme confidence, zero arrogance.
Yes.
I hate when those people making faces and this and that shit. Arrogant motherfucker.
He's happy to be there too.
Yeah. You go, that's a prime example. And energy is just exploding from transitions into the pose, never breathes through his stomach on the side poses, doesn't waste the time. So that's mastery. Andrew Jack, the best physique, this pose. I really, when I go analyze the shoulders, analyze the chest, analyze triceps and biceps, and lats and abs, it's like, holy shit, that's the best of all time. But as a complete picture, I could see that he could lose that pose because quads are not so dominant. And if
Let
he
me ask you
doesn't open-
something. If Andrew leaned forward a little bit, would it dramatically change and make his abs look more defined? If he kind of, because it kind of seems like he's pushed back.
Play it a little bit just to see where this goes.
Yeah.
See, he kind of.
That's good. That's beautiful, But he's too shrugged.
Yeah.
You see?
His chest is hitting his chin, which is probably the
Nick
case
improved this pose.
He did, yes.
Yeah. And Martin, it's fair. It's there.
Because he's got the quads.
Yeah, but it's nothing spectacular about it. So it's
I know,
easy
but he
to.
comes in better condition. What happens?
Yeah, so quads are going to be there, okay. But again, for me, bodybuilding is
But
midsection.
But remember, Martin's a young guy.
Yeah.
If he puts on some more size, in which he's
He's
improved a lot,
dangerous.
I think his biggest thing, he's put on so much size that it just hasn't seasoned enough.
It hasn't
yet.
sat yet. Because the
he's
pictures
dangerous.
leading up to it, he looked ridiculous.
He is super
Gnarly,
dangerous.
hard.
I just
and-
think once he pulls the water down, things just kind of get a little tricky.
I say
for him.
that often. There's a lot of people that listen, but they don't hear it. And there's a lot of people that are watching, but they don't see it. What are you watching and what do you see? So if you have to really see it, then you see, okay, midsection is the problem because he has a 4-pack, not 6-pack. And it's not that beautiful, really. And then it could be bloated. And then he has to cover it or he has to stretch it. So and that's the center of the body. That's why Andrew Jack and Hadi with that crazy midsection, anything they do in between, you can just follow. This is here the interruption. You can judge the pose and then let me hit the second pose. Don't judge me in between. So that's how I see it. Look at Andrew's implants abs. That's crazy. Nobody has ever seen anything like it. Crazy. I was just kidding. don't say that I said that. Nick looks ridiculous.
Did you see Nick's transition there?
Yeah.
That's the problem, I think.
Yeah.
But watch Hadi's transition compared to Nick's. Back it up a little bit. Yeah. If you can. Sorry, I hate to do that to you.
Yeah.
See,
So
look
go
at
back.
look,
Go back a little bit though. Go back.
Actually, Nick was.
Okay, so ready, right here. Watch Hadi versus. Look, see
see how
watch,
Hadi's midsection is in. Nick says it.
Watch what Hadi. Yes.
How did he inhale?
Yeah.
And actually, here Nick was not bad. Yeah, we saw later on he did a little bit worse. So now, okay, how do you judge this pose?
I mean, Nick from head to toe, he has everything. The only criticism you could get him is that transition, but once he hits the shot, Nick wins this to me, and Hadi's right behind him because you can still see Hadi's not missing anything, but he still has those. You can still see all the shit going
I like
on in his
all these
midsection.
guys in this pose.
None of them are bad.
I think Martin has a great side chest.
Yeah, and side triceps. Yeah, he does.
And Andrews has improved. You notice how his arm isn't as far back as it used to be?
I mean, it looks pretty good. It's mind-boggling. Andrew has a crazy chest, but in the side chest, he doesn't look
He
as
doesn't
powerful.
squeeze it, I don't think.
We tried just about everything, really. But this is pretty good. I kind of like it. I mean, shoulder is ridiculous, arm is ridiculous. And I think hamstring from the side looks better. Now there's more tie-in between hamstring and glutes.
Yeah, there's more density there.
It's more going on. Yeah, this is where Hadi needs to do something to start making a difference. Because they're going to say, okay, because of a lower half, he could lose that pose to Nick. Mm-hmm. And then because of a lower half, also he lost back poses. Mm-hmm. So hamstring and glutes should be, I hate to say glutes, but yeah. Hadi's priority
We'll
there.
see that.
Yeah. This is stellar pose for Hadi.
Hadi, yeah.
And everybody should do that thing. Okay.
Boy, did Nick improve in this pose.
Yes. Yeah. I honestly think Nick has the best back double in the business now. And
But I want you guys to go down the line and just look at the lower bodies.
yes.
Yeah. It's a night and day. It's
Nick is-
like Nick won first, second, third, and then somebody came on the fourth.
But
Yeah.
ideally, I don't know what you think, but Martin, ideally to me, is like has the better lower body second in this lineup.
Lower body, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the flaring quads. He's got some detail there.
Yes.
This is where I think Hadi, it hurt him a little bit because when you don't have that crazy separation, it's not the same as the front side.
Yeah. And he probably knows it. And if Hadi is listening, he should really pay attention to just bomb the weakness. His strong areas is always going to be there, but just spend the time of squeezing the lats and stretching, squeezing hamstring and squeezing glutes, and just get the same level of conditioning from
Gosh,
behind.
guys, look at Andrew Jack's back double bicep.
Yeah.
I was actually just
There's a
really,
lot of things to look at there.
I was just looking at his arms, and I don't think we've ever seen anyone stand next to Nick where Andrew's arms look bigger than Nick's.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
Yeah. And
That's where Samson will have trouble if he doesn't improve.
so look at the peak of the biceps, then brachialis, then triceps. And the lines are all there. So what pisses me off when people are saying, oh, yeah, he's sticking it, he's putting it, like, shut
Genetics.
the fuck up.
It's genetics.
Yeah, it's
just-
genetics and you can see it.
What are you saying?
They said that he's pinning the shoulders and arms, Andrew Jack, like he's putting some...
Great separation.
He has a great
You'd
separation.
see no separation if he was doing that.
Of course, but again, some experts would
course.
like, because he's so unbelievably big, so they want to accuse him of wrongdoing. No. And back improved dramatically. And that's that picture when I sent you like 3 months ago, when you ask, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I told you, yeah, his back looked way thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, from the upper body, like Jay was saying, from the
Here
upper
it
body,
shows.
his back doubles as good as anyone in the business.
Yeah, I don't see where Nick is even competing with that
Yeah.
back double like that.
Yeah, and Hadi has a beautiful, not in this particular moment, but I've seen different angles, and he has a crazy V taper and beautiful back double biceps, upper body wise, but he still needs that refinement.
This
and,
looks different from what I saw.
This is Friday night.
Oh, okay.
This is just prejudging. Saturday, Hadi was dramatically
Okay,
better.
okay.
I will breeze through the Saturday
I
as well.
watched Saturday, so
and now let's spread. I mean, Hadi opens up like super wide. He's
Yeah, I
crazy
heard
in
everyone
this
say Nick kills everyone in the back lat spread, but all these guys are good in the back lat
Yeah.
spread.
See?
they're looking at the hamstrings.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of detail there.
I think, again, Andrew, he can spread more, guarantee.
I think he did later in the show, and I mean,
Yeah.
you see, he just locked.
Yes.
It in. Hadi's
But-
still got a crazy back lat spread.
Yes.
A lot of thickness.
Wide, a lot of thickness, everything. It looks great. It's Hadi's always Hadi. Nick's lower body, and I hate even that position, but I love that position for him. This is like, I hate to spread the legs like this.
This is
but,
the best his lower body's
But
been.
he could not do better this pose that he's already doing it, and it's freaky. I actually don't even know all these muscles on the hamstring area. Like, he has a few more. He's supposed to have like 3.
All right, let's see.
And he improved the width too. I mean, his lat spread still is not winning, but it's close. His head is absolutely beautiful in this pose. Okay. Martin usually looks very, very good in this pose.
Yeah.
But obviously, stomach, even though he's flexing the abs, it's bloated. So he probably over-carbed and God knows what he did. But fullness is there, beautiful physique, yes. But too much midsection.
Nick looks really good here.
Yes.
The way he holds the pose and he pulls his midsection in, he looks
Nick
great.
did like
It's a strong pose.
95% of the best he could do in this pose. I like everything. Yeah. And Andrew, again, Andrew has the craziest abs in business, and those abs from the ab shot has to translate to the side triceps shot. He had to, because with the perfect abs, now you can give him this pose because he has a crazy shoulders, crazy triceps, crazy chest. Abs make or break this pose, and you were good at it. You made a side triceps with the crazy abs. There's no flaw.
All these guys look good in that pose, though.
Yeah.
Andrew's got the crazy tricep hanging off the side. Who's got the best ab and thigh?
I would always say like Hadi and Andrew are definitely
Hadi and
not
Andrew,
one,
for sure.
1 and 2, 1 and 2 in the world. And now, it could be the argument. Andrew has a more V taper on the upper body, lats are popping out more. Abs are just as deep, doesn't have intercostals at the level of Hadi. But legs are separated, and the way he positioned them here, everything is there. You see all the separation and enough size. But if Hadi wins that pose, as he was winning for the last 10 years, yeah, I'm okay with it. Either or. And then Nick improved dramatically. So if you just look at abs and thighs, he has plenty of muscle and separation. It's just shape is that holds him back. So I could not give him that pose. You see, Nick had a 2 seconds breath pause, and everybody could see that he didn't have abs in. So these are kind of things that Nick, you have
Andrew's
to.
doing the quad stomp there.
Yeah.
He did the exact quad stomp.
He did it Friday night, and I thought he was going to break his leg.
That is Saturday.
Oh, or Saturday night,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He did it Saturday night, and let me try to go back a
He's
little.
going to rip his hamstring like I did at that Fit Expo and my birthday, remember? Strained my hamstring.
All right,
Got black
let me-
and blue.
Well,
I did a quad stomp like
with
a couple
Regan?
years ago. Yeah, and I
All right, I'm going to get out of
my
the, I'm
hamstring.
going to get out of this, and I'm going to go to finals, and then I'm just going to pull the top 4.
Hassan was guest posing in Ohio, I heard.
Okay, so now we're going to start right here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is Saturday night, just the top 3.
They moved them all around.
And you can see how Hottie is dramatically harder.
Dramatic,
You know, one thing I noticed too, a lot of the guys that came out, they had a ton of oil on them, more than normal.
Yeah, which, I don't know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's a bad thing. But Hadi's separation in the quads is visibly
Isn't it
improved.
funny how he picks his toes up? I used to do the same thing.
Yeah,
What's the reason for that?
Bring out more cuts in the thighs, especially the upper thighs.
yeah. Regan does it, and Kian Valier does it, and so many people. I don't see it. Again, same
We
thing.
knew these guys would make up some ground
Yeah.
against Nick on Saturday night, because Nick's condition.
Yeah, Nick's legs are way improved from before. So I could see people just going berserk. He improved so much. Last spread again.
This is a little better for Andrew, though. He's hitting it a little better.
You see, now Hadi has the more powerful legs as a whole picture. This is why if you whole body, then you can give it to him. Even though, look at the abs on Andrew Jack. That's like unthinkable. I had a great abs, but never had that. This is like something extra genetics. Okay. Surprisingly, very good side view of Andrew.
Yeah. His leg looks dramatically
Yeah.
bigger there, too.
Yeah.
It's amazing how when they move you a spot,
Again-
how the look changes.
For anybody that said that Nick wins this pose, yeah, I could see it. I could see Hadi also. But if you go with Andrew wins this because of lower body. Otherwise, Andrew would win upper body double biceps contest. But the whole body goes to Nick. And I mean, are we going to penalize Heidi for being off? Not conditioning is not perfect. He's still very conditioned. Okay,
Yeah,
he loses in conditioning department, but does he lose in X frame and V taper department? In the width of the lats? No. So it's again, what are you really judging? Side triceps could not be better on Hadi, except, if he has a better hamstring, but this is as good as it gets. Small waist, deep abs, intercostals, both shoulders showing enough width. It's more aesthetic. Nick looks great, and Andrew has that potential. If his abs would be crazy and arm would be a little bit closer to the body, I think he could win that pose too. Okay. I would give it to Hadi this time because legs catch up. Legs are better, fuller, drier this time around than Friday, which is very, very interesting. Look at this, serratus. And here. Who do you give most muscular?
I used to always immediately go to
Walker,
Nick. My eyes go back to Hottie because he's just so nasty. Just,
So much to look at.
yes.
Yeah.
But Nick is he's just a power shot for him.
Andrew's got the quad. He's got the striated quad.
Look at that.
Crazy.
Look at that. So if you look for the most muscle, look at striations and everything popping on the
Hottie.
Yeah. And Andrew too.
Yeah, they put these 3 through the ringer.
Yeah, which I love it. Okay, you can play this, but let's just talk about this. It's Arnold Classic. So top 3, you gave them like how many? 4 comparisons at the finals. And I think 3.
Each went through, the finals each went through.
Yeah, but the first they won once, and then
they brought the last 3 out.
It's over and over again. Okay. There was only another comparison for the rest of the people. So let's just touch this subject. Olympia champion, 2 times Arnold Classic champion, very much improved, very consistent, great looking body. Brandon Curry shows up on the stage.
We're going to pull him up next.
Yeah, okay, but as they can enjoy this. We already gave our assessments here. But how can Brandon Curry be overlooked to the point he is not put next to Martin?
He was in the second call out, but he should have been in the first, in my opinion.
In the second call out, he had no business being in the second call out. He was by far better than anybody else in the second call out. So there was no reason for him to stand there. Okay? And there was every reason for him to stand in the first call out.
Here we go.
Okay? Especially he was in the first group standing between Martin and Hadi.
I know, but he wasn't going to compete with the top 2 guys, so why would you compare him?
With the fourth guy, with the guy right next to him.
That's what I mean. He wasn't comparable to Hadi, to
the
top 3, I mean.
I would very much want to compare him.
I think this particular show, I think he should have been there over Martin, just because Friday night.
I know, but they're comparing him to Martin. What are you guys talking about?
They didn't, prejudging, they didn't give him one comparison with Martin.
At finals, he did.
At all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was not compared.
Okay, yeah.
So the message is you're not good enough. You don't deserve the chance to
I
fight.
thought they should have had a 5-person call out with Brandon.
Absolutely.
But even here, we'll go through these poses.
Yeah, what they did
this is
here,
4 through 7.
they did 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, which they should do this at the prejudging. And why is the lack of comparison and prejudging? Again, Bob Chikrila and Sean, and they can say, "Oh, we don't have time to do it. You don't have time." It's Arnold Classic. This is why people go there to watch
what
this.
What about Rafa?
You see, beautiful physique, not in shape.
Dense enough, right?
Not in shape. Yeah. I don't think he's much bigger than before, maybe slightly.
But you think his shape, like his condition's off quite a bit?
Yeah.
I think he's been better.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Or is it lack of having muscle?
Combination of both, but Chris
Have you seen him
Aceto.
better?
Yeah, Chris Aceto sent me some pictures of him when he coached him, looking ridiculous, bone dry, separated, goddamn. And then his beautiful shape, jumps at you. And here is like, from the front, good, lat spread, good, side chest, okay. And then by the time he turns around, yeah. So I just want to say that I feel for Brandon Curry because I think he earned a respect that should be given, and he was disrespected by not even having a chance to do what he did. They at least put him next to Martin, and they compare him. But especially Friday, Brandon was even harder and drier, and Martin was softer than this. So there was even more reasons to do it. So you think that Brandon's hamstring glutes were not good?
Well, compared to the top
guys.
No, but
before.
comparing to Brandon of past.
But we don't want to compare him to Brandon of past, bro. We just said that. Don't be a victim of that, because that's
Okay, it's not what I was saying, but that you didn't agree. I think that's improved Brandon, like 2022.
Yeah, but that's
champion.
our problem is we keep going back to what he looked like before. This is what is lately, and I mean against this lineup, I mean I can see his placing. I know you guys think maybe he should have got the call, but
look at that.
I would have wanted to just see him Friday night up there
Okay.
next to
I
him.
can
I'm not saying he
understand-
would
I
have
can
placed
understand
different,
that,
but
yeah.
just at least give him that respect. He's won the Olympia, he's won 2 Arnolds, and he looks great.
This is like 2 fighters are going into the ring, and then before they start, no.
He wasn't. I don't think he would have. He's not going to change the top 3, but maybe he could have moved into 4th if he would have been compared Friday night. Maybe he might have moved into 4th.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the guy that is probably slowly going away.
He's 43.
And giving his last efforts and nails it and comes looking so good and then is ignored. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to say that's disrespect. Complete. Whoever gets offended, so sorry. That's the truth.
All right, we'll go through them, and then we're going to go through. We'll pull up the last. We'll give the last group.
Yeah.
What do we think of Mo Fuda?
In the front, he's great.
He has a great physique, great body parts, and the midsection is not connecting. And I said that many times. If you don't have a midsection and you're static,
Hard to control it,
yeah.
Hakeem looks great.
Hakeem is standard. Hassan, again, when you have invitation for 10 people that's going to step on that stage, you have to come in crazy condition, and he was not. This is guest posing. I guest pose in better condition than this. Every time. Anthony Williams, he beautiful shape. He still needs much more size
Yeah.
to
But
be
good
competitive.
transition from amateur to this.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful physique. He just, I didn't gauge him next to the top pros. Now when you see him next to these guys, he needs more size. So when you look at Mohamed Foda, shoulders, chest, legs, arms, great. And then this is the best you can do in an ab shot. I mean,
That drives you crazy when someone can't squeeze their abs like you could, huh?
you should be disqualified right away. You can't show me six-pack, leave. No,
Milos
seriously.
being harsh. Milos
Shouldn't it-
being a head judge.
the
Hey,
abs
man,
are-
get off stage.
Abs the most important muscle for everybody.
It is.
Back in the 60s and the 70s and Arnold time and all this, it's always midsection, flat stomach. Okay, we talked about this. I sent you yesterday. 2017 December.
1,000 messages yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
I
But
can't get him going because then he sends me a fucking book, you know.
this is what do you think?
Yeah.
What do I think? Let me
I
tell you
write-
what I think.
I write back. I see.
No, there's sometimes I'm trying to watch the show and I look down. There's 18 missed messages from Milos. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch the
You
show.
guys-
again.
You guys
me the
are ignoring me.
He sent me the rule book of the IFBB and stomachs and.
Okay, so 2000, I send you two. 2017 December, there's a rule of IBB. If you have the standard stomach, you can be relegated to the last place or be disqualified. The standard stomach, okay? And back in the 90s, I don't know which year, Pavel Yablonitsky, guy with probably the best abs of all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had sometimes the breathing problem, and he lets them out. And he was actually penalized in one of the shows because
How come you didn't have coffee?
he didn't make it.
What do you mean didn't make it? You're a grown man. You can
No,
make it.
but
It's up there.
Where
It's
is
up
it?
there.
You
Look
can
at this.
see
Look
it.
at this. We,
Oh,
you
there
know how
it
much
is.
work we had to
I
do
went-
to get you a new
I went
machine
back
here?
there looking for a coffee, and it's like, oh,
It's right there.
Oh, well,
I'm
too
going to put a
bad.
big sign
Too
over
late.
top. Milos Coffee.
Yeah. But let's just focus on this one. Congratulations to Andrew Jack. Because my mind goes somewhere. Any contest that Andrew Jack wins, I'm for it 100%. He should be a representative of bodybuilding. Everybody wants to look like Andrew Jack, so that's how it is.
Had a lot of momentum.
And he has the most beautiful body. He has everything that we all want. Okay, so there it is. Hadi Chopin is still very much contender, most feared guy. I'm sure that Andrew and Chris Acedo fearing what kind of Hadi's going to show up, because any version of Hadi is deadly and lethal. And I think that Hadi should stick with his strengths and just go peel to the bone. Okay. I was hoping, and I need to say this because I had a lot of messages from Iran and Iranian people that didn't want me to support Hadi, and I absolutely support Hadi because I know much more than most of the people do. Hadi never supported the regime, ever. He is always for the people. If I ask you two guys before this conflict happened, what do you think of Hadi? First thing you think of Hadi? Iran. representative of Iran, for the people, for the people, for the people.
Celebrations when he came
Celebrations,
home,
he goes there. He is a people person.
statue.
Yeah, statues, but he is a superstar over there and a hero. He is a symbol of Iran. It's always been, always will be. Now they've seen some stupid screenshot of this Ali Khamenei, whatever, and so they accuse him of, he is supporting. I had a picture with
Is that true or?
I don't know.
I had a
someone had said he was holding someone's phone. It wasn't even
his phone.
Was it?
I don't even know, but and then they're saying, he was celebrating during the time when they were attacked. He did some TV show because he's a superstar 6 months before this was even happening. And they, whoever wanted to present him in a bad light, that's what they were connecting. And he is not fighting for the people. He is people person. In an interview with Alex Muscle, he said clearly, the translator, translated, he's always a people person. He would always fight for Iranian people. And he was crying his nights out, because he was being attacked.
I remember when he won the Olympia, he gave a speech talking about he wants women to have more rights there.
He is a people guy. And I was hoping, and probably he was hoping, that after he wins, he can have a speech with Arnold and clarify that.
Well, he can win in 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know if he's going to go because he still doesn't have a visa.
Oh, I thought he did already.
No, he doesn't have a visa. But in any way, just for people of Iran, that's your son, that's your brother, and as a father, when two sons are fighting, you should say something. I don't want to turn my head and say nothing. He is misjudged and accused, for things that he's not doing. He is a people person. You should love him, accept him. He's your hero, not your enemy.
We were talking about what could Nick do going forward to get that number one spot at the next show he does?
It's all going to come down to circumstance.
Who he's standing next to? Yeah. If he's standing next to a Samson or an Andrew who's shapely and also mass monsters, is there something he can do?
Yeah, he comes in great condition, so it's just going to be. He got third at Olympia. Remember that? No one expected that. We didn't expect him to come into this show and be top two, did we?
No.
What I mean by that is, do you guys
picked him fourth?
Do you think there's stuff that's within his control? The transition stuff.
Train his abs. Just be more aware. Just like he said, abs to spine. Listen, he can do it. He has to learn to just. He's got a long torso. He's
one of the most dedicated guys there.
Yeah, he'll do it.
He improved the legs. First, let's say that he coached himself into it, which right now, Nick, I can be his manager for Nick Walker
coaching
business. You want to look like Nick? Be coached by Nick, and I'm going to mediate. On a serious note, that's crazy conditioning.
Yes.
And
listen, Andrew's a little off from that. He wins.
Yeah.
Andrew, it's not guaranteed that all these guys are going to show up their best. One
few
thing
judges.
Nick's, when he does hit it, he hits it right.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this. If you're in Nick's camp, do you send him to the Arnold UK? If it was up to you.
Hell yes.
Does he have a passport? Or?
Yeah, maybe he went to Canada. He was signed to HD.
I would.
If you were in his camp.
Or go to Detroit even. It's $30K.
Yeah. Detroit's this next weekend, right?
Yeah.
Go Detroit. Why not go try to get that 250 there and redeem yourself? Because, listen, traveling around the world,
Nick has got big guest posings lined up.
All
not 250 grand worth.
Guest posing is guest posing. First, what I appreciate about Samson, when he went to compete in Romania and Prague and everything, he didn't go there for $10,000. It meant not much to him.
For respect.
I know, but if it's 250,
250 is a lot.
Yeah, but not just that.
Probably good too.
Samson went there
125
for Romanian people, European people, Prague people, Czech and Slovakian and everybody to see top level Olympia on the stage. And that's it. Witnessing you in India competing, or going to Europe, you went to Romania yourself. It's huge.
Not even the fact that it's a big money check. It's a huge title to stand next to Arnold. But I hope Nick would go do it so the people of Europe can see him, which they've never seen him.
Exactly, and they would look for that battle.
And he is the people's champ times 10 right now.
He's probably the most popular bodybuilder
He's
alive.
the people's champ.
Yeah.
I hope he does. I'm not saying I have no idea if he is or isn't, but I hope he does.
Yeah.
You gonna text him? Tell him to.
Yeah, no, you know, we have a love and hate relationship. If I say something
No, but
good,
he knows you're not a hater to him. He knows
I
you
love
just
him.
want the best for him.
I love him. I just always speak my mind. Okay, would I pick him to win? No, because I still always want symmetry, proportion, and all that stuff, right?
Okay.
But could I understand if he wins? Yes, I can. Very, very much so. But if condition is crazy, size is crazy, hardness, everything. Presentation. He has to keep the stomach flat, and he is in business every time.
Well, let's just one other thing before we go. Let's talk about Wesley
So Wesley came on last year,
right before the Olympia.
and he was massive, and he
He
was
landed
making
and
improvements. So
came-
we have to going to talk about something that you're against, and people taking time off to make improvements. Did Wesley Vissers make the improvements
Yes.
in order to come here and win? Did you see his balance?
Yes,
Incredible, right?
His
Improved.
legs are where they need to be.
Is he-
almost there.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
almost
balanced.
there. Yeah, balanced.
They
is
could
right.
always be better, but
And he said that you made a difference. He said that you really put in perspective what he should do, and he really appreciates your
Really?
advice. Yeah, he said that you are the one that made him take more time and
do you
focus.
remember when you saw him? You said, "Up next time I see you, you better be 285." And he came up to us, and he was 285. You remember we saw him at FIBO, and then when he came here, he made the improvements. But let's go. We got the first call out here.
Yeah.
And
okay,
let's just
so
go over-
Are you aware of these other guys?
yeah, Kim Angel to the right. He was men's physique guy. Imagine men's physique with this kind of legs, wasting his time in men's physique. Vasily is Vasily. I think that even if
You hear what he said?
What's that?
You hear what he said?
wasting time with the,
Wasting time, man.
I mean,
We're gonna have a special guest
What did you
tomorrow.
say? Yeah.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna say this is what Milos had to say about you.
I'm going to explain
What a
this in
soundbite.
detail.
Say it again.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Say to the camera. What did you say?
Kim Angel was wasting time competing in a man's physique instead of going on the classic with the legs like this, with possibility
dude,
to pose.
it wasn't a classic division though.
Back in the
Probably.
day, yeah, he was.
Classic came out what 8 years
Classic,
ago.
2017. 2017.
Wait, you just said back in the day, 2017 wasn't that long ago, bro. You said back in the day like it was there in
It's
the
going to be
80s.
almost fucking 10 years,
I know.
actually. So
It's
Okay,
10
I
years,
feel really old.
exactly. Okay. And then we have Vasily, they have Managate, and have a Italian guy,
He was
Mamoli,
the
Andrea Mamoli.
happiest guy on stage because he won the
yeah,
the best poser.
Best poser award. So very dominating for Vasily. I mean, that
I mean,
width.
these legs look pretty good.
His
today,
legs look
man.
pretty damn good there.
I was going back and forth. I'm going to ask you a question. Not this contest, but before Vasily. Who had a better legs, Arnold or Vasily?
Probably Arnold before.
Thank you.
Leslie's were up and down. Arnold at least had a little bit of sweep to him.
Who?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
How are you comparing 1975 to
It's
2000?
time machine. Dennis and Chris Cormier. Dennis and Chris. Listen. Dennis and Chris are saying that Vasily had better and bigger legs.
Before?
than Arnold.
Are you fucking joking?
No.
You guys are comparing
Yeah,
Arnold to this.
of course.
Dude, it was 50.
It's a
60
bodybuilder.
years ago.
Years ago.
It's a bodybuilder to bodybuilder, body to body, muscle to muscle. Why wouldn't we compare?
Well, you got
Who has bigger legs? Thank you. Who has bigger legs?
Right
I don't
now.
know. I would have to see what I don't.
Arnold had bigger legs. Come on, everybody knows it.
What if we measured them? They weren't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
impossible.
no, if he didn't have bigger legs because Leslie's 6'3", Arnold's 6'.
6'1", 6'2".
yeah.
This one, yeah.
You know
Arnold
the guy.
had the bigger legs. Arnold needed bigger legs than he had.
So
for
look
the upper
at
body, but
before Wesley
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have that V taper. Like look at that V taper now.
yeah, he's crazy. Lats ridiculous. Shoulders. Why nobody in open bodybuilding has his shoulders and chest striations and rear delt
Good
and
quality.
tiny?
He's got good, the way his skin lies in his muscle.
Oh my God, that's
Look at his
next
pecs.
level.
Look at his pecs compared to the other guys.
Yeah. So I don't think there was a contest, and I think that Mike Badass would have a very hard time
He
with
would have had a
this.
tough time.
He would have a
He
very tough time.
Wesley looks so big and just he'd have a tough time. I'm not saying he wouldn't have won. I have no idea.
Do
Sep-
we know what happened with what happened? Did he underweight, height, or
He was overweighted. From what I understand, they didn't hide him,
Underweight?
and he was the weight for someone being 5'9". And he wasn't heighted.
Yeah.
So he
I
was.
thought he was
7
heighted and he
pounds
was
over.
short.
I don't know.
That's what I thought.
They might have later.
I think
on,
they
don't
did
know.
height him actually.
They might have later on. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
All right, Milos.
Andre Mamoli, beautiful physique. He's still smallish, kind of. He needs more back. He needs more, thing happening. I say it every time. I'm boring people to tears. I'm going to say it again. The vacuum I just hate, because I think that many people would look way better without the vacuum. But now this is a
Obviously
standard.
they don't because every single one of them is.
Yeah, they're doing it because it's expected. It's expected. But like for example, Andre Mamoli, here's a beautiful physique. What does this vacuum does to his?
It looks like big rib cages. That's
The
it.
big rib cage is nothing. So why would you encourage people to do that? Yeah, Arnold look good, and a few people look good. Yes, of course, but not everybody. Now he has to do it. He has a great abs. He has to do it because it's expected to do.
Wesley.
Wesley wins this, hands down. And Mamoli was second, and third and fourth. Even though Kim Angel is complete, if I remember correctly, and I remember is that I was disappointed that top four did not have abs in an ab shot. Watch when they turn around, which classic physique that cannot happen. Wesley dominant. Kim Angel is actually quite good because
Look at his side leg.
he has more of it.
The Italian guy, he's got a
It's
crazy.
like hamstring drop.
Andre has a crazy.
It's like an open
Hamstring
leg.
glutes,
That's like
quads,
Walker
everything.
leg right there.
Yep. Menengate has everything, but he still needed a couple more pounds and a little bit more conditioning. You see, Andrea needs more muscle, that's for sure. Wesley's lats are ridiculous. And then Kim Angel is quite complete, conditioned.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Sharp, yeah.
Wesley wins easily. Okay. Are they going to do the abs? Pay attention. Ab
Guys in
shot.
there.
Ab shot. Okay. Do you see any great abs?
Well, if they sit on them, they just a quick.
And now here we go. Show me the ribs pose. For the love of God.
This is a great post for Wesley right there.
Yeah, this is it.
But that when he does the arms, like
Yeah,
the
Arnold.
like the Lee Haney thing.
Ooh,
yeah.
look at Kim Angel's front lat spread. It was crazy.
There we go. Well,
Yeah.
I think Wesley's like one of the best representatives of the sport. And one thing I noticed Sunday, they did the seminar, and he was one of the first people since Jay. I know it's a different division. He skipped the Olympia to make improvements. And he came here and won the Arnold. And he said he won it because Arnold's his hero, and he wanted that meant the world to him. Yeah. But do you think it was worth skipping the Olympia to get this outcome?
Probably not, and he does praise you for making a new Wesley. This is way improved. If you see before and after, last year, this year, night and day.
This Wesley could be a problem for Ramon.
For Mike, yeah.
Mike
for
and
sure.
Ramon.
Yeah. You would still want a little bit more to his legs because he's so tall.
So Brandon Hendrickson looked phenomenal. He said it was slam pretty much a.
I don't think there's a more perfect midsection in any division ever.
He looked
Flawless.
incredible.
The whole body looks perfect.
Yes.
He was pretty stoked. He had a good energy too. Amy Delgado.
Yes, another champ.
Got it
It's
in there?
unbelievable.
We got 2 more titles in Vegas.
Unbelievable.
Amy
Yeah.
and Brandon.
Amy is the sweetest girl and worked so hard. Remember last time we were flying?
Yeah.
And it was
On the way
announced
home,
that
she
she
was with
placed
us.
second, right?
Yeah.
So did they announce that she's winner this time?
Yeah, she won.
Yeah, but did you fly with her or no?
Oh no,
She
she was
flew
on a different
Southwest,
flight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I flew Southwest.
You know, one other thing I want to highlight quick, because you got to be part of something pretty cool when the show started. It was the largest gathering of Arnold Olympia winners ever. I think it was 42 combined titles. And they walked all of them out, from Lee Haney to Ronnie to Phil to Branch to Dexter, you name it. They brought them all out. So talk about that a little.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They lined us all up and announced us and brought us all on stage. It was pretty neat.
Yeah. Did you talk to Lee? Lee Haney?
Yes.
Okay.
What you got
And,
going there? You got some secret on your phone?
No, I do want to, because I forgot what is the date of a Lee Haney's classic. I would like to, promote it for him because he's the gentleman that deserves our promotion. So I
Is it
didn't
Lee
get the
Haney
date.
Games or something like that?
Yeah, Lee Haney Games. I thought it was in November, but I think it's June or July. And
Well, I have a Cutler Classic coming up April 4th here in Vegas.
yeah, no. So some
You
people are
should-
coming.
You should
come
guest
by?
pose.
Are you going to come, or
Am I
we'll
getting
be in
it?
Arnold, UK next?
This is gonna be the. You going?
End of March. We're going, both Slim and I, and then we have FIBO too, after the Cutler.
July 18th, Lee Haney Games.
Lee Haney Games. Okay, in Atlanta.
He's such a good
Georgia.
guy.
He's the greatest
But
guy.
yeah, they had all of us up there. I mean, they brought out Hardy and Nick, and they're like,
Brandon.
I think Hardy was in his posing trunks, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, Nick was,
Yeah,
and Brandon
Curry,
was.
yeah.
Because they were all still competing. So everyone on that stage either
Dexter
won an
got the
Olympia or-
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
Nice speech.
Yeah. I know I'm missing some people. Mike Ashley.
Yeah, Mike
Brought him out. Sean Ray.
yeah.
The only ones we were obviously missing Kevin Lavroni and Flex Wheeler.
Dorian was
Dorian
missing,
wasn't
yeah.
there. But for the most part, that was a pretty large gathering. And of course, Arnold the middle. So anything else for the weekend? Can it get better next year?
Strongman Mitchell Hooper won
Again?
Oh, I didn't watch.
100,000.
So here's the question. Can Arnold get even better next year? Or is that bar so high?
Oh, it's going to be better next year.
I mean, if there was 750 this year, and even if it's 750 next year, that's still the top prize
I'm
money.
still going to say $1 million because
I wouldn't be
2 weeks
surprised,
later,
yeah.
go to the UK and go pick up another 250.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
$1 million in a month.
I do think that 750, 250, 150 is a little bit harsh. That spreading it differently.
750, 250, yeah.
750,
Second place.
250, and then 150.
250 is more than
I mean,
than I ever won. 250.
but listen, even you say you could go to either of those guys. And this is usually how the contests are. At Olympia, we have a Derek or Hardy or Andrew. All three would be rightful winners. But then somebody's going to get like 750 and the other one is going to get 250 because judge's decision is that it's like a flip of a coin. Andrew didn't win unanimously. So when you see the points.
I can see that, though.
You didn't?
I can see why he didn't win unanimously.
It's close.
Okay.
Some people
But
had
I'm
Cutler.
going to say this. I'm going to put it into a different perspective.
Explain to the people what do you mean, but you see it was not unanimous.
Because it was close.
That's why they have multiple judges.
Multiple
because some
judges.
judge look at the conditioning of what it is versus shape.
Everyone has a different opinion.
Combination of both.
So if he's lucky that there's more judges, they're looking for his type of physique, and then they chose him a winner,
Okay,
and he
let me
get the $500,000 more than the guy that just lost.
Okay, what if there was
because
two
it was
more?
flip
What
of
if
a
there was
coin?
2 more judges that were the other way? Then it would have been close. It would have been a blowout.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I look at it like this: there's a reason the gold medal and gold's worth $5,000 an ounce, and silver's worth $80 an ounce.
There's something wrong with the world when they put the second place as the first loser. You're putting everybody that lost, you're a loser. So
No, it's
only
not easy.
winners.
You know what, though? It's just like when the UFC gives away bonuses for Fight of the Night.
How much-
It's
how much
whose
is-
opinion is it?
What happens with the? I mean,
Oh, that's
Who,
usually
who decides?
It's Dana and selective group of people that really
You always agree with it?
pretty much yes, pretty much yes.
I just think that's just the world we live in. When you're the best in the world, like same thing. I'm going to go back to the Olympics. Usain Bolt wins. I guarantee you he'll make 20 to 30, 40, 50 million a year in endorsements. You get second place, you might make a couple million.
You
Just
remember
the difference between the best.
You probably don't remember advertisement. There was a commercial with Sergio Oliva Senior in it. Did you see it? I mean, it was unbelievable. So they're showing him, okay, and the end of he placed second. Nobody remembers the losers. That was the whole. Everybody remembers Arnold because he won. Commercial, you can probably Google it or YouTube it and find out it was like, holy shit! Like, what is this? Oh, so his second place was ridiculed. Like nobody remembers second place. Jesus Christ! There's something wrong with that. How many second places? 6 second places. If he didn't win, and he would be, he's not good enough. He's a loser. Thank God you won 4. But
I
second
don't
place
thi-
is not the first loser. It's a goddamn almost winner.
It is. It's why you got $250,000. It's a lot of money.
No, that's why you lost $500,000 because you didn't get the two judges to vote for
I
you.
understand this point.
No, I understand it, but that's just not how the world works. If there was two other judges the other way, it would
Make
have been.
world work differently.
What do you think? You should knock it down to 500 for first, and
Then you'd have to
Just
knock it down.
spread the top three. They're all worthy of a big prize money.
But they
Okay.
all got
you're
$250,000
you're
is a
speaking
lot.
like a guy that got 10th at the Olympics.
No, but you have to. Hold on. You have to understand. 10 years ago, first place didn't get
I
$250,000 in
understand.
any show.
I understand. I just don't agree with 750, 250, 150. I would never understand that.
What's the
Especially-
Olympia? It's similar, isn't it?
Similar.
600, 200, 125 or something like that. Yeah. But that's just, I mean, it's any industry you go into. You know, there's a reason that one guy on the basketball team makes 50 million and the other guy makes 3 million. And their stats can be the same. Just
Think about Nick Walker's popularity right now.
Nick,
How
Nick,
popular
Nick
is he?
should be able
So
to make
much
an extra
popular.
half. He should be able to capitalize and make an extra half
I mean,
a
you can
million off
launch
that.
T-shirts and sell some
sure.
T-shirts.
He
and-
should.
And the coaching business. Yeah. Nick, yeah, you and I should go to the coaching business. I'm going to do the off-season, you do the pre-contest. The last 2 days, speaking by Nick. Anyway,
That's a new business.
your business.
You should, well, next year, please take off and come to the Arnold.
I think so.
You need
I think
to.
so. I think so.
I think we need to find a way.
Yeah, I felt guilty. I did feel guilty. You know,
I understood why you didn't have anyone competing in the show, but I know you would have sat there and just glued to prejudging in the
yeah.
shows.
Contrary to you
Would
guys,
you able to get tickets? You think, or
yeah, get me tickets already. Okay, Brian, I'm coming.
You have tickets already.
Yeah.
Jay knows somebody.
Who do you think is going to compete next year? It's going to be Derek and a Samson and a Andrew and a Hadi.
Hey, listen,
I tell you, it's going to be the hottest lineup ever next year.
I say this. I think the biggest mistake of this weekend was Samson not competing. That's just my opinion, because that's a big paycheck, and he was right there.
He was right there, but
little tweak.
what if it would be just slightly off, like he was at Olympia or he was at Prague, and then he loses even to fourth place finisher Martin? You know?
Yeah.
So could he? Samson competed more.
I hate shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah,
or
no.
some
Yeah.
bullshit, you know.
He competed more than anybody else. He probably needed this time. And like you said, like Vasily is improving. Now Samson is improving to the point that he shocked you.
So maybe Samson will skip the Olympia and just go do the Arnold next year and get that 750, and then go home and get another 250 and make $1 million.
Well, I'm going to say this right now. I wouldn't be surprised that some other top people skip the Olympia and focus on Arnold, because they're going to say,
Paycheck, man.
yeah, they're going to say,
Huge.
I would.
huh?
I would. I did it.
You did.
You did it. You did. Exactly.
Wait, you did it for way less than 750. But think about it, not only do you win that, but the photo op with Arnold, and Arnold always posts the winners on his page, which gets you hundreds of thousands more followers. I could see people doing that. I wouldn't be shocked if a couple do it. And if they do it, it was endorsed by Milos.
These guys trying to get visas and trying to come over, and you know what I mean. It's good. I mean,
Yeah, but
there's only so many people that are going to get invited. That's the problem.
Well, I think if you're one of those top guys, they would.
hey, I have some English pounds. I need you to smuggle into the England.
Try to
Can
get
you?
us in trouble. well, how long have you had them? How long have you had them?
People don't know that story. My English pounds were expiring.
I was gonna say.
And I was sending it with the Badger Bed to bring it to Jamie the
Turn
Giant.
into crypto.
Huh?
Just
No,
turn
but
it-
hold
turn
on.
your crypto.
No, he had
You don't
ones that
even
were going to
remember.
expire.
He put it in your bag when you were passing.
Yeah, you smuggled. You're a
You
fucking
smuggled
international criminal.
15,000.
No,
you're
great.
not even aware of.
And FYI, guys, this is a joke, so we don't need customs pulling us aside.
Yes.
Next time you need to come to the UK too, then. Oh, yeah. What do you got going on in 2 weeks?
I have a scheduled bunch of things.
I know. I'm just
You
giving you a
know,
hard time.
but I would love to. I've never been to a UK Arnold.
It's good. We'll see how it is. I mean,
Oh my God, you guys go every year.
Well, it wasn't last year.
there wasn't. This will be our third time.
Then we go
going.
to FIBA. And we'll go
Straight from
and
there?
We'll go to Brabus too.
No, not straight from there. Straight from there?
No, it's
2
the
weeks home.
18th of April.
I'm literally going to cross the Atlantic. I'm going to 4 Europe trips for me in 10 weeks.
Why didn't you just stay?
Wish I could.
You
It's
won't
not that
go.
easy. What?
Where are you going to go?
I have to go to Rimini. end of May. Then. And I just was in
Oh,
Italy
that's forever
2
away.
weeks ago.
That's for,
Yeah, but you got to think it's March,
but
April.
we still got a lot of time.
No, we got time. It's 3 weeks off, 2 weeks,
You act
2
like
weeks.
it's next week. We just got back from the Arnold. It's first week in
No, what I meant
March.
was 4 trips in 10 weeks total.
It's an early Olympia prediction now. You've seen Samson. You can imagine.
We don't know what the hell we're doing tomorrow.
You know what is scary, people?
Can't start talking about it. There's too many shows in between.
You know, just ask.
There's someone that's gonna pop up that's gonna be. We're gonna say, wow, that guy's good. The guy from Russia, the guy that's 350.
Sergey
Like he's
Danilov.
pretty good. Like he's huge. Larry Wheel says he's ridiculous.
Yeah. But usually when you ask Jay who's winning, he always
I mean,
picks
I'm
the winner.
seeing Derek's still in the driver's seat. Derek's gonna be phenomenal, dude. This Olympia.
Still in the driver's
yeah.
seat, even with this Andrew and improved Samson.
We'll see. Yeah. I mean, he's
Wow, that's
listen,
it.
man. He's beat all these guys. He beat. Think about
Andrew
Derek.
needs to come in better condition to be.
Think about Derek last year.
Who, Andrew?
Yeah.
Derek came in last year for the first time
He's
ever.
shapely,
He
Derek.
beat the reigning Mr. Olympia on the Arnold stage.
I know you don't think so, but Derek's got great, dude. He's got all the
great shape.
shots.
What do you think that I don't think he's shapely? He's very shapely.
I mean, what pose does he? I mean, you don't like certain poses, but I mean, the lat spread, whatever. I mean, he's got the. I mean, if his legs are big. I mean, which they're gonna be
Yeah.
for this Olympia.
I think that legs are exactly the reason why he won the Olympia. You know, Derek.
He's
That
huge,
was,
right? I mean, he's big right now, and he's just kind of.
think he
just
said
had a
he's like
baby, dude,
255.
Yeah, he just
Jesus.
had another daughter, or
yeah.
he's doing exactly what like he wanted.
business,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah, he's got a new contract with Dragon Pharma, so he's got that. I mean, he's doing everything. He's mega.
You
fit.
talked to him? At,
Yeah, we talked quite a bit actually because he was on stage for the Arnold.
Yeah. Olympia winners.
But we did the seminar. Who was in the seminar? Me, Wesley,
Ronnie, Phil, Kai.
Ronnie, Phil, Kai. And that, you know, it was good to hear Ronnie, obviously me and Ronnie, but to Kai and Phil kind of went back and forth, talked about a lot.
Yeah, it was
And Arnold tells
almost a
some good
little
stories.
emotional in there too. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Our mailman.
All right.
Are you gonna come on the show?
You want to come on, bro? You can come in.
over here. Come on, man. No, you got to come over here. Come say hi to the. Come say hi.
We're wrapping it up right now.
Come over here by Jay and say hi to the people.
Oh, that's something else. Yeah.
Gotta give it to the man.
You got some checks in here?
Big fan of the
Say
show.
say hi, say hi to the
this
people.
camera, this best mailman ever, right
The one
here.
right there.
Yeah, those ones. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh no, you're the man. You're the man.
No,
Big
man.
fan of the show.
Thank you.
All right,
man.
there you go.
thank
We're gonna ask about your breakdown. You know Milos?
Of course.
Who doesn't know Milos?
yeah.
He's been on the show constantly, so I watched
Yeah.
a couple episodes.
Yeah. When I'm not here, it's not the same Cutler cast.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
No, I'm good right now. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
So guys, comment below. Tell us what your thoughts. You people that attended. Listen, it was like, can we topple next year? Is a big question.
Oh, please.
Okay.
I'm wearing 1899 retro version of Barcelona jersey. Okay, Barcelona, the best team in the world. I'm biggest fan. 1899. I found it.
I was gonna say it looks like it's from 1899.
No, it looks about $18. Where'd you find it?
He said from 1899. Jay
From
said it's
$18.99.
$18. Man, we both kind of just shit on you.
Yeah, gee.
Where did you find that? Where'd you get the medium? You found a
official-
medium. You
official
fill it out
Barcelona.
good
How
though.
much you pay for it?
About 100 something.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I thought you
Jesus.
meant 18
But,
bucks.
you know,
$18. It's not a
straight
bad
from
deal.
Spain.
Why
you know,
are you
so-
wearing that?
I'm biggest Barcelona fan. You know that I'm
today,
passionate
or-
about bodybuilding.
Is
about
it today or?
UFC. No, I got this last week, but I don't miss Barcelona games ever,
I know he doesn't.
ever.
You know what I think we should do? If you can guess the size, you'll win something.
Please. Even though Derek gave me the medium size bullshit T-shirt, remember?
It fit you, didn't it?
I wore it. I wore it. Double X.
All right, guys, we'll be back for another episode. Thank you guys so much.